Conceptually defined by Jung, the shadow is the archetype people least want to meet. This character exhibits all your subjectively worst, ugliest, stupidest, meanest, most embarrassing traits and qualities. This is the aspect of you that has done all the things for which you're most ashamed. From here, you may have experienced horrible, traumatic events, and as the shadow, you often hate yourself and others for what has happened to you. The shadow is usually hidden from the world, kept in the shadows, because it can be extremely difficult to look at, as well as to own as an aspect of yourself. Honestly, doing this, however, is an extremely important part of the process for healing and moving on, as well as for mind expansion. So, how do you handle the shadow when you encounter it? How do you defeat the shadow and rid yourself of its torture? First, it's important to understand that the shadow feeds on secrets in hiding. It thrives in the darkness. So to weaken and even defeat the shadow, we must first eliminate the darkness. But how? Well, what do we know about darkness? We know we can't just walk into a dark room and turn off darkness. The only option to remove darkness is to turn on a light. And it's only once we do this that we can begin to see clearly. As you align with the courage to shed light upon your shadow, you'll likely find it's not as terrible as you previously feared. You may then begin to feel safe to show your shadow to certain trusted others. And as more loving people view your shadow in the light, the smaller, weaker, and less threatening it becomes. A section from my journal on this. The darkness holds her, she's angry and sad. Hidden beneath the floor, she cries, alone mad. She resents and hates, gets worked up into states where she focuses on failures, misery, and mistakes. Waves of light flow, tears shimmer and glow, many eyes, shifting lens, anger to fear, sadness to love, and a beautiful child no longer alone.